righty, everybody. Almost live from Hickory. It's Tuesday night, January the 23rd, and you're about to watch an all-new Carolina Reaper show. And have you seen this yet? South in your mouth barbecue sauce. You can get that at my website, johnreap.com. So good to make your head shake. Also, shout out Hendrick Honda Hickory. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? How about a used vehicle? How about a hot dog? Go see my friend Batman at Hendrick Honda of Hickory, and they will hook you up. Okay, I think it's time to get this show rolling. What say you boys?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. The Alan Jackson, please. Yeah, thank you. What up, peeps? Welcome to Carolina Reaper. It's like a PM magazine from the Carolinas on the cracked corn. And in this particularly peculiar podcast, we playfully ponder over a picture of Gary Busey partake in the pleasures of National Pie Day and passionately probe whether the NFL playoffs are fixed, fabricated, or fictitiously scripted as professional wrestling pageantry. Did you get all that? That was a mouthful. Well, look, in best trends, here's what's trending. WWE2K24 is trending, and no, that is not a Star Wars robot. It's a video game, I think. Isaiah will tell us about it. Also, we're going to talk about the NFL playoff games, caption a picture of me, Gary Busey, and Dusty Slay, and talk some Super Bowl snacks. But first, real quick, let me tell you, I'm live right now in the comment section, right down here. I am leaving comments. The future me, or present me, if you're watching this, present me to you is watching past me right now, which is weird because it's current me at the same time. What? Anyway, leave a comment and I will talk to you in real time, all right? And answer me this. I'll start the convo. Is the NFL rigged? Is it fixed? Is it scripted? Leave it in the comments section. And at the end of the show, I might even take some damn phone calls because people have, very passionate. Let me ask these guys real quick sitting over here. Right there at the cowboy hat, that's my Hasty Gen Z Isaiah. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. Next to him, very tall drink of water, that is Sebastian McConaughey. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Good.
Well, that one didn't work. There it is. You get the cheers.
Yeah.
Did you watch the NFL this weekend?
I did. Caught some of it, yes.
Yeah, no, Isaiah, I know you love Green Bay.
I do. Ooh. So I was disappointed when they lost, but I'm glad we made it that far because I didn't think we was going to do good at all this year. Yeah. So. You weren't supposed to, but I was rooting for you guys. Did you watch anything? Any games?
I watched the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat up on Isaiah.
That was a team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, the Lions played.
Yeah. Watched the Cowboys lose.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people.
That was last week.
Did you? So I put this up there because I've been watching. I went down this little rabbit hole today.
Yeah.
You think is this game, is the NFL, are any games fixed, scripted, rigged in any way? What are your thoughts? I want you to think about it because we're going to get to it at the end of the show. That's where we're going to take some phone calls.
Yes.
I want to hear what people have to say about that. I posed this question on Facebook yesterday. I said, I've been noticing a lot of people saying the NFL is rigged or it's fixed. If that is true, this is what I want to know. Who's doing it? How are they doing it? And why are they choosing the teams they're choosing to win or lose? You know what I mean? So I put that up on the Facebook, and good gosh almighty, lots of people weighing in. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not rigged. But there are a lot of people who have said a lot of things that it is rigged. I guess I'll get your thoughts now. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah. I was thinking about, I'll say that, but I want to hear what these people say at the end.
I think it could be rigged, and we're still living on a flat Earth because the ball's not flying.
That's right. The balls. If it's if it's a Brady ball, it's deflated, which is
It's
like
deflated.
a flat Earth.
That
It's a
flat Earth.
flat
I believe
ball theory.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. All right. So here's what I want to. Like I said, if it is rigged, who's doing it? So I asked that question, and what I got overwhelmingly in the comments, who's doing it? Is it the commissioner? Is it all of the owners of NFL teams? Is it the refs? Is it the players? Those are the four people that would have to be in on it for it to be rigged. One of them or all of them or some combination of that, right? And if they are, like, how are they doing it? Is it a ref who's just blowing a call? Is it a player who's missing a tackle on purpose or, throwing an interception? Is it the commissioner just calling down to the ref like, okay, well, go ahead and throw the flag on that one? Because I don't know if you noticed that. There was a late flag in the Kansas City game. I think it was like a pass interference. Something happened. And people, in the replay, they'll show it like, oh, I can't believe they didn't call that. And then like 2 seconds later, a flag comes out. So it's almost like sometimes I think that the commissioner's at home.
He's hitting the button.
Or in his booth watching this going like, well, crap, they're talking about it, so now we got to do something. Or, well, that's not going to help our cause. Anyway, I don't think it is. But I think it can. I think certain players could be bought. There was this clip going around of this mob boss, this old mafia guy. And he would know certain players that were big gamblers, and they would bet on the games. Or they would bet on other stuff just in their life, other sports, and would go into huge debt and be like, I can't pay this off. He goes, well, I'll tell you what you can do.
Point shave.
Yeah, point shave it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's a little easier, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, right.
That's been well documented. But
Yeah.
A little harder in NFL.
Right. And then I want to know, why are they choosing certain teams over other teams, So this is what? Can we show this, Alan? Yeah. Is that on the screen? Yeah. Someone put this up and said, all right, look at the colors. So the Super Bowl, I guess you call it the logo, the font, color scheme, whatever it is, they have different colors every year, I guess. And this year's has got purple in it and a little red. And we don't even know if the Ravens or San Francisco is going to be in the Super Bowl yet, but it's already that color. According to this post, I don't know. I didn't verify all of this. But the year before.
You sure that was the year before? They put that on after.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point I was going to make. Who knows when the NFL decided to choose the color scheme? They could have waited 2 weeks before, because you get 2 weeks. You get the Pro Bowl that happens before the Super Bowl. So you got 2 weeks to figure out what the color scheme is going to be. So that part I don't know. That's easily explainable to me as that could have happened later on. Who knows when they chose the colors, right? But this is what people are throwing up there like proof. Like, see, look what they did.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's rigged. And what's the other picture I sent, the Yellow Jackson? Yes. Okay. So this is this is what showed up. I guess at Vancouver Island. If you look at the top right of that picture, News Vancouver Island. That's probably Canada or Washington. I don't know. Thursday, January the 18th. I guess this is a weather report or just a news thing. You got the weather there. It's very cold in Tofino. Hey, Isaiah, look up Tofino.
Alrighty. I'm on it, but the internet's a little slow. Not the internet, but my computer's a little slow.
It's right Par for the course for you and everything else. But that's okay. Tofino, Vancouver Island. Just see what pops up. I just want to know where it is. But it's very cold. Anyway, look at British Columbia. Yeah, that's Canada, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in Canada, I guess this was on TV. And again, I don't know. I don't know if somebody just made this up and took a screenshot. Anybody who's in graphic arts can make this and do it. So who knows where it came from. But someone put that up there, and it's like, Reba McEntire, Usher, and Post Malone are slated to perform at the San Francisco 49ers and Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl matchup on February 11th. And yet, there's still 4 teams left. And that was when there was probably 8 teams or maybe more. D. Allen Jackson, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know both of the 2 examples that you showed claim it's San Francisco and Baltimore in the game. And granted, those 2 teams are the 2 highest rate teams in the division, in the conferences. So, now granted, if those 2 aren't the 2 that make it to the Super Bowl, then all of this is garbage. I mean, it's like, obviously they're wrong. It's not rigged.
Yeah.
I don't know if like some of these places are putting in these 2 top-ranked teams just because it's placeholders for teams. I don't know.
Right. Well,
if this is even true. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, both of us have worked in TV before. I worked at a TV station, and if you're in the graphics department, you do need placeholders.
You put in 2 teams as names, and you're like, well, might as well just go and take the 2 top teams. Have this graphic ready. Now, it should not have run early, but I could see that being what happened.
Right. Yeah, someone screwed up and accidentally aired this instead of. So that's a possibility. Yeah. And that's easily explained away right there. Mm-hmm. Also, if you think about the colors, right? If you go back to that other picture, look at all the colors. I mean, think of all the teams that are in the playoffs. They kind of have a red or a blue or an orange. And that's even the one that's the Eagles and the King, that looks more like Miami's colors to me than it does the Eagles. It does.
I was going to say that's not an Eagles green.
Yeah.
And I could argue that the one at the bottom, the red, it could be a Kansas City Chiefs red.
Right.
San Francisco
could be
red.
Kansas City.
I don't know. I think this is reaching.
Yeah, I do too. That was going to be my other, like, if it's rigged, why are they choosing certain teams? If it's rigged and they want, because everyone's saying it's all about money.
Yeah.
Right. Of course it's rigged, John, because all they want is money, 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 money. Well, if they want money, then the Dallas Cowboys should be in the Super Bowl every year because they have the most fans. There are more Cowboys fans in the world than any other fan. And I think below that's either Patriots or Steelers.
Yeah.
So those 3 teams should be in the playoffs every year if it's about money.
Yeah, I don't think the Baltimore Ravens have the biggest fan base, to generate money. So why would that be the favorite?
Yeah. So that's kind of debunked right there, And can we pull up some of the videos I sent about the NFL? I want to show you these and get your any thoughts so far, Sebastian?
I'm more upset that I just found out that Reba McEntire is on the Super Bowl show than anything.
Yeah, Reba and Usher.
I hope that's the placeholder.
Is that true too? I knew Usher was.
I know Usher. Now you gotta be happy about Usher.
Yeah.
Every time I see a video, I think that's Sebastian. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
I just got what you were doing.
Thanks. God.
Sorry, it took me a minute.
Oh my God, I have to preach these jokes and amen them too.
But that's your go-to.
I love it.
When we would go hang out, both when we were single fellas.
Yeah.
You'd go in there and you'd take over the jukebox.
Yeah.
And you would play Usher.
I like to do it in the parking lot when you come in, like Ric Flair. Yeah.
So, yes. Usher is the halftime. Reba's doing the national anthem.
Okay.
They're not together. You get the national anthem.
Oh.
Then you got.
What is Post Malone doing?
He's doing
doing the post show.
I got it.
Post show. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe
He's doing America the Beautiful, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Reba and Post are doing something in the beginning, and then halftime is Usher. This is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I want you to see this play, and tell me what comes to mind. Someone says, "Do you believe the NFL scripted and put this up there?" All right. So let's watch this play. You got Patrick Mahomes, he's scrambling, he's running. Here comes the player, could go for the tackle, hits that guy instead. Now, I can explain this away if you want me to, right? All right, so in certain defenses, when the script says Chiefs first down, that's what this person's claiming. This person is claiming that number 27 should have went after Patrick Mahomes and not number 1 because Patrick Mahomes is the one who had the ball and you're supposed to tackle the guy with the ball. But in certain defenses, if it's a zone, you got to try and force him to stay inside. You don't want him to break out to the outside. So that could have been in his head. Still, I think he should have went after Mahomes on this play. But there are certain defenses where it's more zone and he's protecting the outside, trying to force Patrick Mahomes inside to make the tackle. But that really, still, that's so close. He should have went after the tackle right there and not that. But what do you think that is? Do you think that I can see how someone who doesn't know anything about football can see that and go, oh yeah, that's totally scripted.
Yeah, you're supposed to force your player to the inside.
Right.
To your help side.
Yes.
Right?
In certain defenses, yes.
Yeah.
So that could have been what's going on here. I don't know.
I don't think he's scared to hit Patrick Mahomes.
No, I mean, right there,
I would
it's so
want to lay
close.
Patrick Mahomes.
And it looks, the more I watch it, the more 27 almost like turns his back a little bit towards Mahomes, like right there. Yeah.
Well, all right. Keep in mind, there's another player right behind Mahomes. See him right there?
Yeah.
With a 3 at the end.
Yeah.
He was right behind him. So I wonder if 27 is looking at that. It's like, okay, he's going after him. I'm going to block this guy.
Right.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Like he said, well, that guy's he's tracking from behind. So he's going to tackle him easier if he stays inside than goes outside. So I'm going to protect the outside. Yeah, exactly.
And plus, it could just be a dumb play.
You're right.
Like
he could have made a bad decision.
he could have just been a poor decision made.
I think he made a bad decision.
I think he did too.
But I think his brain was thinking, well, I was told to protect the outside.
If that's the proof of this whole thing being rigged, I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Right. Yeah. All right. What about this one? The one with the clock management at the end of the game. Let's watch this and let's discuss it after we watch it with the sound. I guess I'm not sure who this is, but apparently he played in the NFL.
Sure. I don't know.
As an NFL player, this makes zero sense what I'm about to show you. I want you to see this. Tampa Bay's fighting to win, to go to the fight for the championship. One timeout, it's 3rd and 12. One timeout, it is 3rd and 12. They just threw a pick. Check this out. I want you to see this in real time of how it happened. Take the knee. Guess what they should do? Call timeout.
Right.
They should call timeout. We know that, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's 4th down and 13. Detroit Lions, what do they have to do? Kick a long field goal or potentially punt. That puts you in a position to get the ball back.
Yep.
What do? One timeout. Now it's 4th down and 13. They do nothing.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
That doesn't make sense to me.
See why people say the NFL rigged is absolutely not. But this is the type of stuff, when you have this kind of mental error as a staff, somebody should see this.
Yeah.
ESPN, NFL Network, anybody. Somebody explain to me why there was not a timeout call when you had it. Is that not real? Yeah.
Well, yeah, he should have. I think should have called timeout right there. I think it's a bad coaching decision. I think he screwed up. I think he just didn't do the math right.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he's right. Had they called a timeout, clock would have stopped. You would have had 36, 38 seconds left. They would have had to have punt, go for it, which they wouldn't have done, or kick a field goal. Let's say they kick a field goal. Well, they could miss.
Yeah.
You could block it. Anything could happen. So, and you're losing. And you got the timeout. You're leaving money on. You can't leave timeouts on the table. Sebastian?
Chris Webber.
Thank
This is
you.
the Chris Webber rule.
Yes.
Chris Webber rule.
Thank
He
you.
didn't
I
know.
remember that. Oh,
he didn't
yeah.
know he had a timeout, or maybe
No, he called one when he didn't have one. This was the
Yeah,
exact
it's
opposite of that.
What's this coach's name? Staley.
The head coach of Tampa Bay. I forgot his name.
He's gone anyway.
Is he?
Oh, he has to be.
I like that guy. Yeah, that's a good point. But I don't think this is a conspiracy.
No, and even like the guy on the video said, he's former NFL player. He's like,
Yeah.
it's not a conspiracy. It's not rigged.
Yeah.
This is just a bad move. And why didn't like the networks call it out and people talk about it?
Maybe the graphics were wrong on the TV.
Bowls?
Top bowls. It's top bowls rule.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see, this interviewer, this lady at a press conference, asked him a question that was so, I don't want to sound sexist, but it was a female reporter. And she asked him, like, you guys are playing in Detroit where it's been very, very cold recently. How do you guys think you will play in Detroit when it's like 9 below? He goes, you know they have a dome, right? Like, we're going to be outside 20 seconds getting off the bus. He goes, I don't think weather's going to be a factor.
I don't think you even get
that
off.
had to make her go, feel that big, dummy. Stupid question. He actually answered it very politely. I would have been way more smart-assy if I were him. Yeah. But I guess he's trying to keep his job. Yeah. So that's what I want to know. Like, the people who think it is fake, right? Let me address those people. If you think it's fake, and you think it's because the odds makers are doing it, Vegas is doing it, right? Because they know people bet on the games. Because some people are saying, well, NFL has partnered with FanDuel, all these betting sites. So now they're in cahoots, right? And someone said the NFL doesn't even claim to be a sports anymore. They say they're a sports entertainment like wrestling. And I'm like, okay. I don't know if that's true.
Well, we know wrestling.
But can you bet on wrestling?
Yeah.
Exactly. You can bet on football. So one of them is fake and one of them is real.
Technically, you could bet on wrestling. Like if you're at a pay-per-view, you could go $100. I think Bobby Lashley's gonna win.
On what? I mean, what
beat
website
his
are we talking
opponent.
about?
Oh, well, there's no websites, but I mean, you could
Oh,
like,
yeah,
go
technically,
to a pay-per-view and
Me and you right here could do anything
Right.
we want.
Right.
I'm saying like legally betting, online betting, sports betting, that kind of stuff.
No, there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like that with wrestling.
So that's my response to that. Like, well, there you go. Why can't I bet on wrestling, but you can bet on football? So, yeah.
I tend to think there's way too many people involved in the sport for if there's actually some conspiracy, if it's actually rigged, somebody, it's going to get out. I mean, it would be known. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just refuse to believe that this many people could be involved in a sport and not
Right. I mean,
not pick up on the fact if it was rigged, not be able to let us know.
It's not like a big deep thing. If it is, it's like one or two players here and there who got bought off or something crazy.
Individual players, I'm absolutely sure.
Right.
Yes, I'm sure some of them are getting paid off in a way to play or not play a certain way.
Yeah.
But to say the whole league is rigged, no,
Right. The whole league is rigged. So are the concussions fake?
Right.
Are they faking that? Did DeMar Hamlin fake his concussion? Right. What about all the people who killed themselves? Junior Seau, was that fake? Did he not have depression and kill himself? What about the people who got paralyzed? Is that fake? I ask you that question. No, of course not. Anyway, that's dumb, the people who think it is. 5 NFL players who tragically killed themselves. So, I don't know. I remember I forgot who I think it's John Stossel. Do you remember when
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
You're talking about the wrestling deal?
Yeah. Who was the wrestler?
Dr. D. David Schultz.
Yep.
John Stossel, behind the scenes at a wrestling arena place, was interviewing
David Schultz.
And he says, come on, isn't it fake? Aren't these outcomes rehearsed? Aren't they scripted? Isn't this fake? And it pissed him off. And he slapped him. Have you seen this video?
I have not. No.
Yeah, this is classic.
You want to Google it real quick?
2020.
Look up John Stossel and what's the guy's name?
David Schultz.
David Schultz. Face slap or slap, and then you'll see it because
You think
that's
wrestling's fake?
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I felt today when people were saying, "Of course it's fake. Of course it's fake." I'm like, what do you mean, of course? I wanted to do what this guy did to all those people. It's not fake, man. It's the only sport I care about. Leave it alone. Yeah, John. There it is, right there. This is fantastic.
Real life brutality.
I think this is fake. You think it's fake? What's that? Is that fake? Huh? What the hell's wrong with you? That's open hand slap, huh? You think it's fake? You come.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Crap out of him.
Woo! You think that's fake?
That meant it ruined his career, though.
It did.
Oh, John Stossel went on to do a lot of great things.
John Stossel did. I still follow John Stossel, actually.
Yeah.
After he slapped that reporter, his career went
Oh, did it really?
down the drain.
I never heard of him again.
He didn't have a lot of bookings after that because people was like, well, he's not friendly.
No bookings, huh?
So if they ask you, John, if you're on the stage and is it fake, and you slap somebody, is your comedy fake? It's going to hurt your bookings.
Right. It's going to hurt my bookings. Oh.
Your bookings.
I want to show you this. Did you see this one video? The Kansas City fan took his fan and put it next to the TV. Look at this. That last field goal, right? Buffalo Bills could have tied it if they made this field goal. And look what this Kansas City Chiefs fan did. This is great. Puts the fan next to the TV, blowing, hopefully to blow the ball, and they kick it, and it goes in that direction. That's the greatest thing ever. How bad do you feel for that kicker? It's the 90s Bills all over again.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere Scott Norwood was popping some champagne.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't just me.
Yeah.
It's all kickers. Right, Shaq? But, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, so we've seen that. All right, let's move away from football. Let's go to our first segment. What I do here, I go to the X and or the Twitter, click on the hashtag, I find out what it is you're talking about, and I weigh in on that subject matter. It's a thing I like to call, ooh, it's the best trends. Here's what you're talking about. Yeah, so I just, I saw this and I thought, well, this might be up Isaiah's alley. WWE2K24. How am I supposed to say it, Isaiah?
2K24.
Yeah. WWE 2K24.
Yes, sir.
And what's all the hubbub about, bub?
I think just because of like the new game features and the cover athlete. So the cover athlete is Cody Rhodes, and I don't know if you
Is
know.
that Dusty Rhodes' son?
Yep, that is Dusty Rhodes' son.
Well, he didn't get fat like his did he?
No, he did.
His dad was always kind of overweight, but big, but also a little
Daddy
fat.
was the son of a plumber. I wonder if he's the son of a. Would he be
He's
the grandson
son
of
of
a
a son of a plumber.
Then the son of a plumber. Yeah. Jimmy Buffett song.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right
Yeah.
for Dusty.
We need to turn that into a song. Son of a plumber.
Yeah. And then send it to him. We'll make AI write it.
There you go.
So, are people happy or not happy with this cover?
Oh, people are happy because a lot of wrestling fans like Cody Rhodes and think that he should be the next champion.
Is there a curse like there is in the NFL Madden game? Like if you're on the cover of Madden, then the next season you have a horrible year? Or you get hurt. That's a curse. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. Now, does it exist with this thing?
No.
Okay,
No.
All right.
Because, I mean, we all know that it's scripted.
Right, but they could have.
But, I mean, he could get hurt.
I mean, they could write that in the script.
Who's on last year's?
John Cena was
Have
on
you
last
seen
year.
John Cena?
No.
He's making bad commercials for Progressive.
Yeah. He's having to apologize in Chinese to big industries. I don't know if you've seen that.
Ah.
Oh, you haven't
Hey,
seen that?
he has a hit series called Peacemaker, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's a horrible actor.
Have you seen Peacemaker?
I've not seen Peacemaker.
Has anybody in
What
the
is it?
studio seen
Yes.
Peacemaker?
I've seen
Is it good, Alan?
It's very good.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. It's good.
What's it about?
It's a superhero show.
Oh,
but
okay.
He's kind of like what did you say, Isaiah? Yeah, he's kind of wants to be a Captain America type guy, but he's also shoots people and is very violent, and he's funny.
I think
too.
I think he's good. I mean, he was in a couple. He's been in a couple comedies lately. Yeah, he's the guy that would wear. He kind of dressed as a frat boy for a minute, right? Where he had the cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Wasn't that his thing for a minute?
I wouldn't say a frat boy, but he did wear like cargo shorts and come out with like a t-shirt and like a baseball cap and he'd like, throw it off into the crowd.
That's Delta Sigma Phi right there.
Yeah.
And he'd do the "You Can't See Me."
Okay. So why is it trending? Just because it just came out?
That and plus this year makes, I think, 40 years of WrestleMania, so that's going to be on the game. Like, you can go back and relive, like, all the iconic WrestleMania moments.
Oh, you can actually watch it?
Well, yeah, but you can also, like, play it in the game. Like,
you can play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You play it in the game, and it also took, like, footage from the actual matches and meshed them together.
No, you and I played that game one time, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
I believe I beat the crap out of you.
I think you did.
Just one match. All right. Well, that's what was a trend. And another thing I want to go back to the football. If they're rigging these games, why would they have allowed blowouts? Look at all the blowouts that happened in the playoffs. Ravens beat the Texans 34-10. 49ers beat the Packers. Oh, no,
48-32.
Yeah, that's not the blowout, though. I had blowout examples, but I lost it. Anyway, there were a bunch of blowouts.
Dallas got blown out.
Dallas got blown out in the playoffs. But yes, I watched all of them because that's my life. I love playoffs. Playoffs? Did you see Jason Kelsey?
Yes.
Up there with Taylor Swift?
Great. I'm glad he covered her up.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
I thought that was hilarious.
I did too.
And I'm sure she was fine with it too. She's probably like, I'm not begging for you to cut to me after every play. That's my boyfriend. I'm going to be up here celebrating. It's not up to me whether or not the camera is on me. And so she probably didn't mind that
She's probably changing
Jason
over.
Kelsey was doing that.
She might like that Kelsey, other Kelsey.
She's into the big Buffy guys now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the older brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Watch out. You know what I mean?
Well,
That's how it works, right, Jason? There's another video I saw on TikTok. You can't believe anything you see on TikTok. But when I first saw this, I was hopeful that it was true, and it almost looked true to me that it could be. Okay, so here's what it says. 2 Buffalo Bills fans say it's worth it after getting detained for hijacking Taylor Swift wireless sound system. Right? And then this happened. So she's looking confused on stage at one of her concerts. This song is playing. And they play this at Buffalo Bills games. And they change the word. You'll hear the Bills comes in there. It looks like she's saying, what is happening? Right here. You'll see it. Let's go Buffalo. Knowing that they're playing the Chiefs. But then it looks like, well, I'll just roll with it. This is insane. What's happening? I don't know if it's real. I doubt it, but I hope it is. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
Alan goes, there's no way they would allow that to play that long.
I mean, even if somebody did hack into that sound system, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
5 seconds, they'd be shut down.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless they paid off the sound guy.
Right, okay, now it's a money deal.
Part of the
somebody got
Illuminati
paid off.
sound.
Right.
people.
Maybe the mafia's in it.
They've got their
Once
hands
again.
on it. Anything we
Yes.
can do.
They paid off Travis Kelce.
Yep.
They paid off now they're paying off Taylor Swift sound
Yep.
people.
What if Taylor Swift really hates the Kansas City Chiefs?
Right.
And this is all a ploy to try to get people to hate the team.
Oh, wait. You're right. Another reason why the fact that it's rigged doesn't work, because if they're saying that it's going to be 49ers versus Ravens, then that means no Chiefs.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you want Taylor Swift's Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Unless Taylor Swift is in on the whole deal, and she secretly is she's really trying to help the Bills.
Oh.
So she shows up at the Kansas City Bills game to be a little bit of a distraction and to kind of piss people off and all that.
Almost backfired on her.
Right. I'm joking. I don't know. This is so stupid. There's no conspiracy here. So
She's all about them bills. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, about the
yeah.
bills, who pay them automobile bills, gonna pay my telephone bills. Who sings that song? Destiny's Child.
Oh.
Google it.
You should know that one off the top of your head.
You know, a lot of things get muted or get taken off. And have you seen? Is it Netflix or Saltburn on Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime.
Okay, that's why I keep screwing up. Amazon Prime, there was a show called, a movie called Saltburn. Have you heard anything about it?
Just the stuff that you've acted out. And now I'm curious because I didn't find it on Netflix.
Right, I screwed up.
Yeah.
It's Amazon Prime. So, the only reason I did what I did was because it was trending. And I just thought, I'm just going to jump on this trend. Me and Jody's hanging out. Let's have fun. We got the house to ourselves. We'll dance around and be stupid. So anyway, Saltburn is a movie about this kid who gets bullied and picked on. And then this other, like at a college somewhere in England. And this taller, good-looking fella kind of befriends him. And then that guy really likes the tall guy, like possibly a homosexual relationship, invites him to his mansion in the country, and the name of the mansion's called Saltburn, where he meets his other family, his brothers, sisters, mom, dad, all these other people. Then the dude starts getting into those people, and it's random, and there's a lot of gross sexual scenes that happen in this. I don't recommend watching the movie. The only reason I did what I did was because it was trending on TikTok. The dance scene was trending on TikTok from the end of that movie. So I did my own. That's all I did. And this song is actually an old song that they put in the movie. And now it's like, I like the song. The song sounds fun. It's a good song. Yeah, just running through my house, dancing around. Check out this ski move I do right here.
Oh yeah, slalom.
Slalom dance,
That's
bro.
A giant slalom.
Now watch me fade into this one. The almost faint move. Now here's why I lifted up here. Is because, Jody fell down. So we're running through the house. I was like, let's do the whole house. I'll come up here, follow me up here. I was like, all right, come on. Bam! I'm like, okay.
She's no Alan Jackson filming.
There she is. Like, okay, I hurt her shin. That was fun. All right, just sharing my life with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Leave some comments down there. I'll get to it real time, like right now. I had a little playoff party. I invited you over, but you couldn't make it. Mm-hmm. So it was Mark and Nicole, Keith and Julie, and so I had bought. I'm a member of Sam's Club.
Oh.
Yeah. And, now I got a new house and a new wife and Sam's Club membership. You got to buy in bulk.
Wow. You're buying bulk.
Yeah. So I go to Sam's. They got the samples.
Yeah.
Right? This cute old lady's out there with the samples. And she's cooking up Spam. She goes, you want some Spam? I'm like, oh, yeah. I haven't had Spam in a long time. I'm like, oh, man. It's tasty. It's salty. I like it. I was like, yeah, I'll buy some Spam, but you can't just buy one. They don't do that. But I already made the commitment, so I bought a lot of Spam. That was months ago when I first bought the house. It's been sitting in the cupboard for a very long time. And I thought, well, this will be an excuse to get rid of my Spam, to have a playoff party. So I made what I call mini Hawaiian kebabs. So what is on a Hawaiian pizza? Pineapple, ham, Spam. They love Spam in Hawaii. Google it, Isaiah. Do they love it? What are you doing over there?
I was Googling that song that was in Saltburn.
Yeah. There's a murder on the dance floor.
Yep. By Sophie Ellis Bextor.
You got it right. I don't know. But in Hawaii, they love Spam. They love it, they love it, they love it. So I thought I'd make these little kebabs. And that was fun. Do you like Spam?
It's been 35 years since I've had Spam.
You should have come, dude.
What? Well, I just decided in my life I didn't want to go backwards.
You're done.
I don't want
You
hamburger
like bologna?
helper.
You don't like hamburger helper?
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I see.
Because then you're admitting that you're not getting anywhere in life. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
I have a saying, don't spend major time with minor people. Ooh. Don't spend
Isaiah?
Major money on food that's not existent.
I'm glad you
you write that down.
I'm glad
I'm
you.
gonna write that down.
I'm glad you interpreted that as I'm going to write it down, not like get out. Because what I meant was get out. Just kidding. I love you. Yeah. No, you're right.
That's in the books, chapter 23.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You don't want to go back.
I don't want to go backwards.
Yeah, you've been there.
That's the
done
only
that.
reason.
Yeah. Also made some delicious chicken wings with my barbecue sauce.
Product placement.
Boom,
product
bing, bang,
placement.
boom. This is not really a small town news story, but I saw this come across my TikTok. And I thought, well, we are called Carolina Reaper. So maybe we should air things or talk about things that happened in the Carolinas. And in Gastonia.
Oh, that's where I am.
Yeah, this is where you stay most of the time these days.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, I know what you're talking
A
about.
volunteer basketball coach in Gastonia was fired after his gun accidentally fired during a youth game on Wednesday.
Double fire.
No one was hurt. But, yeah, Alan, I think I sent 2 different links.
Yep.
The second link is just the video. Yeah, let's watch this one because
Is it during
see if
the
you
game?
pay attention to what goes on. See if you can figure out where the gun was, who had the gun, and look at no one's sense of urgency. Like, yeah, this is normal. It's Gastonia.
Gastonia.
Yeah. Watch this. Turn the sound up.
You can do it again.
When I first watched this, I thought it had something to do with the kid that was on one knee tying his shoe at the foul line. I thought, oh, something's going to happen to this kid. But look,
Oh, you made it.
he made the shot.
The shot.
Sign that kid
The
up.
shot went up as he made the shot.
2 shots.
2 shots.
1 point.
I wonder if that was a 1-and-1. I sure wouldn't shoot the second one. Would you shoot the second one? If a gun went off when you're on the free throw line, would you shoot the second shot
That's
if
like
you made
that's 2 shots. You're done.
I mean,
You get like a third. I think you should get 3 points for
I
that.
don't know. There ain't nothing free about that throw, is it?
So I guess it's some guy on the other side. You can see the guy walking off right there. Yeah. Now, okay. So the kid made the shot. The other kid tied his shoe, didn't flinch. None of the kids flinched. But see if you can find out who it was on the other side that has a gun. Like, where did it come from? Is the lady standing? Is it 2 guys sitting?
Oh my gosh. What was that?
Okay, I think it's the guy sitting
I
down
think God just got
by
up.
himself now. Yeah, that guy. And he's like, well, it's probably my cue to leave.
Yeah, I'm just going to slide on out of here for a minute.
Literally shots fired. But I just love how no one is worried about it. I don't see any cops running over there. I don't see any parents grabbing their kids and running out of the... I mean, with all the mass shootings that go on, no one flinched. Is that Gastonia?
Hey,
Wow.
that's G-Town.
That's G-Town, baby.
I mean,
Yeah. Apparently he hit the floor. Like it's going to cost $200 to repair. Yeah, there's
so
a
I
story.
swear my squad didn't
Yeah.
know where the bullet went.
Huh?
I didn't know where the bullet went, so I was curious about that.
Yeah, I guess he had it in his bag and it went off in his bag. That happens. My dad shot a waterbed, and he shot our wall one time. I wasn't there for this, but he told me. It was like a moment of boredom. I don't know. He said he was in the kitchen in his gun, the kind with a little laser on it.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there there's a setting where you hit the laser first, then you pull the trigger. Anyway, he's like kind of just halfway doing it, and he's pointing at one area of the wall, and he went, just shot it. And he's like, yeah, okay, well, gotta fix that. There's no one in the house, but he just shot the wall, random. But yeah, maybe not a good idea to have it in the school gym
Probably not.
with the children's, But look at the damage it did to the floor. As much as they wax and do what do you call it, the lacquer?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that thing didn't ricochet and hit somebody. You know what I mean? Anyway, that happened in Gastonia. Let's read some comments from last week. Last week I asked everyone, how about them Cowboys? And this is the response I got. Minzy Morrison said, piss on the Cowboys. Okay. A lot of people either love them or hate them, right? Very rarely do you feel do you hear someone go like, they're fine. Well, that's okay. Right. They like either love them or they hate them. And I think Menzie doesn't like them. Jeremy Wood. Well, the Cowboys did a lot better than the Panthers. That is true. Yep, we're just stating random facts. Question was about the Cowboys, not about the Panthers. We all know the Panthers sucked this year. Larry James Gilchrist. He said, screw the Cowboys. Go Houston and C.J. Stroud. Whoopsie-daisy. They got beat. They got beat real bad by the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win the whole thing. I don't want that to happen. I don't like the Ravens. I don't like them.
The script said.
The script says they're going to make it.
Nope, they're not going to win it.
They're not winning, but they're going to make it.
They're going to make
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're going to make it.
Okay, so the 49ers are going to be Super Bowl. Okay, so we should all right now go bet that the 49ers, put everything on the 49ers.
Everything on the 49ers.
Yeah, and they barely beat the Packers. Right? That was a good game. The Packers were ahead.
It was like, what, 24 to...
I mean, they were doing really well at halftime. Anyway, Joel Fry. That's my brother from another mother. He left a link to his song and said, that's the song High Fives and Hell Yes by Joel Fry, inspired by the amazing Johnny. That's me. So Joel Fry came to my show in Naples one time as a buddy of mine, and I didn't have any merch to sell. So I said, well, I'll be outside there if I don't have anything to sell, but I got High Fives and Hell Yes. Those are free, something like that. And he goes, that sounds like a country song. And he wrote a country song. Can we hear a little bit of it? I'm sure we're going to get flagged, but at this point, I feel like Joel, even though I know he would give us permission to play it, it's not up to him whether or not it gets flagged. You know what I mean? Oh, you got to log into damn Spotify. Yeah. Apparently you have to have an account. But we'll play it here in a minute. I'll read this other one. Yeah. Jeff Richards, he said, give me a shout out. Okay. Jeff Richards. I know that guy.
Shout out.
That's a shout out. I love Jeff Richards. He's very funny. In fact, he used to be on SNL. He's a comedian. He was on SNL. He was on Mad TV. He's done lots of random stuff. Lives in LA. We started out doing comedy around the same time at Good Nights a long time ago. But he does this amazing Gary Busey impression. And now with the deep fakes, where people are putting the face on their face, it looks and sounds just like Gary Busey.
Wasn't it trending a while back?
Yes, just recently it was trending. So much, in fact, that Gary Busey had to respond to it, or he chose to. But as Gary Busey, he was talking to another comedian friend. It was like a Zoom interview, and they were just talking to each other. So he had two faces, Gary Busey and this guy. And he asked him a question, and Busey went off on a tangent. He goes, why don't we talk about buttered sausage? Like, what's it doing? What's its intentions? Who's eating buttered sausage? It was a random thing, but it just started going viral. And so Gary Busey had a response like, why would you put butter on sausage? Like, I've never thought of that. You put butter on pancakes. You put butter on toast, but you don't put it on sausage. It's already got grease in it. Like, he actually took the time to diagnose buttered sausage. I thought it was hilarious. You want to try the song real quick, Alan? Let's try it. By Joel Fry. It's catchy. I can see this being a pop hit. Hell yeah.
Southbound windows down, headed for the county line. But it's how we live. We all give as good as we get. We're some high fives and hell yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right. Well, thank you, Joel Fry. Everyone go follow Joel Fry. Good guy, got lots of good music. Alan, I'm throwing tons of curveballs at you.
Yeah, I noticed that. You're putting me through the paces tonight, man.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. I got you.
But is there a chance we can look up Jeff Richards, Gary Busey, buttered sausage?
Give me a sec.
Yeah. While you're doing that, oh, no, because now, yeah, I see what you're doing. Rick Sanford also left a comment. We were talking about, I mentioned briefly something about Scientology. And he said, this came to my brain. He rewrote the song Cult of Personality, but switched by Cult of Personality, but by Tom Cruise. Anyway. I don't know which one you want to do first.
Wait, tell me what you'd like to do first. I've got the buttered sausages clip I can play.
All right.
I also have the Cult of Personality song we can play.
What
do you want?
We'll censor right here.
Yep.
Let's try this. Rick Sanford III wrote the lyrics, and I'm going to try and sing the lyrics that Rick Sanford III wrote. Okay. Remember the song?
I Live in Color. That was the name of the band.
That's right.
Came out in, I think, 88.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? Oh, the cult of Scientology. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been with everyone you want to be. Oh, I messed it up. The cult of Scientology. Oh, I messed it up. Like John Travolta and Leah Remini. Oh, the cult of Scientology. The cult of Scientology. Oh, neon lights. I'm screwed it up. That's it, I'm done with it. Sorry, Rick Sanford, I had no rehearsal time. But I can see that working. Thank you, the Alan Jackson. Thank you, Rick Sanford III, for writing that.
And I was right. It was released in 1988.
Which one?
Cult of Personality.
Oh, I didn't hear you give the date, but I trust you. You said it in your head.
No, I said it out loud. I said I think it came out in 88.
Look how good this Jeff Richards, Gary Busey thing is. Random.
How about your cable Ace Award?
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
So random. That's him. But that's something Busey would do.
Yeah.
Just go off. Like, he asked him about his Emmys. What about your Emmys? He goes, what about buttered sausage? What? Anyway, we're going to get Jeff on the show. I bet he'll come on our show. He does a lot of great impressions. Anyway, listen, we got a lot of show to do. We may or may not take phone calls. We'll see. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll figure it out during the commercial break. All right? Don't go anywhere. Go check your beeper. And we'll be right back with more Carolina Reaper. Hey everybody, John Reep here, and I'm with Lauren Weaver of the Hickory Smokehouse. And we have partnered up and we have come up with what we think is the best barbecue sauce in the world. It's called John Reep's Hickory Smokehouse South in Your Mouth Barbecue Sauce. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to what other chefs are saying. So this holiday season, reap the benefits, sop it up, let your taste buds rise again, and put a little South in your mouth.
We got it in hot, too.
Yeah. Thanks, Lord. Hey there, John Reep here. Did you know that I have over 500,000 followers across all my social media? Yes, that's a little bit of a humble brag, but it's true. If you add them all up, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all of it, over 500,000. And I'm here to tell you something. I'm open for business. That's right. So if you have a product, you know, a business, an organization, something that you want to sell, holler at me. Let's do this. All you got to do is go to my website, CarolinaReaper.com. Hit advertise and let's get your business all up in my business, right? Let's get to work. And we're back. Have you or a loved one ever worked with a chemical product called AFFF? That's AFFF, fire foam. For decades, many believed the foam was safe to use, and many people in many working environments have been exposed to the foam in training simulations and in actual firefighting work. If you or a loved one used AFFF foam and have been diagnosed with cancer, our friends at Suba Collector Law Firm can represent you in a legal claim. There's very little time left to file your claim, and you could be awarded life-changing amounts of money because this is not a class action lawsuit, and you won't share your money with other people in the lawsuit. You know, those residual checks I give away, this is way bigger than that. Every single person that was or is in the U.S. Navy may qualify, and the Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and many in the armed forces were routinely exposed. That includes NASCAR crews who regularly trained with it, and many, many more. So if you got questions or you're ready to get your claim in, give them a call at 844-470-1232. That's 844-470-1232. Call 844-470-1232. All right, so my friend Dusty Slay has a new Netflix comedy special out. Have you guys seen it yet?
Isn't it called Working Man?
Yes, it is.
Haven't seen it yet, but looking forward to it.
Well, it's doing well. He's doing well. It's fantastic. I love Dusty Slay. I'll watch anything that guy puts out. He's just so unique. I love the way he talks. You know, Dusty Slay, he talks like this. I lived in a trailer. They told me when a tornado come to go outside and lay down in a ditch. That's all we got for you. You made some bad decisions in life. Go on out there in that ditch and lay on down. That water's going to be cold. I love him. But he has a new special, Working Man. So I thought to help him promote it, last week I did Dusty Slay Day. I put the glasses on, all that stuff. Are those yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need them?
No, I had a pair of glasses. Anyway, I like those. It's got a wood.
That's wood. That's real bamboo. That's when I was in Bangkok.
Bangkok, Oriental City. When they said they don't know. Yes, I like those.
Yeah.
What prescription is that, buddy?
That's 175.
Shoo-wee.
It's getting bad over here.
Can you see diseases with that?
Yeah. Y'all take a wet nap to this thing every now and then.
Just every once in a while.
It's a little foggy, too.
You're supposed to clean yourself.
Self-cleaning. Anyway, Dusty Slay was up there, I thought, to promote him. I would put a picture of me and Dusty and Gary Busey. And I said, caption this. And some of you did. I'll read what y'all wrote. Some of it's very funny. Rick Sanford III is on fire. He said, this is what he wrote about this picture. By the way, look how Gary Busey's sitting, dude. Yeah. Crisscross applesauce. Got the bowling shoes on. And I wish I was that flexible. I can't sit like that.
I can't sit like that in first grade.
And this was when we did Nashville Squares for CMT. And
I first looked at it, I thought you were at the bowling alley.
Right. I can see that.
Because it kind of looks like the lanes behind you.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like or a Chinese buffet.
We're actually sitting outdoors, and that's under a little tent, and that was a table. They had craft services on it for a minute, and then they got rid of it, and then we just sat there and shot the shit. But I said, caption this. Rick Sanford III said, coming this summer from the people that brought you Saltpeter, Pickle Tickle, and Choke Back Fountain. The story of a grizzled ex-cop and two good old boys looking for a good time. When two long-haul truckers take to bank robbery, only one man can stop them. Gary Busey, John Reep, Dusty Slay. What's the point, breaker? I love that. I love these titles. Saltpeter.
Yeah.
Pickle Tickle. Choke Back Fountain. That's good. Thank you, Rick Sanford. This person, Your Mom's Comedy Show is the name of their Facebook page. And they wrote, trouble with his brother Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
I love those dudes.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about, Isaiah?
The sitcom Newhart?
Yeah, do you know This Is My Brother Daryl, This Is My Other Brother Daryl?
I'm a little bit familiar with it. Like, I don't know the...
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm asking, because it's way past your time.
The two brothers, Daryl and Daryl.
I'd be impressed if you knew it, but yeah, I can see that. I mean, looking at this, so my buddy John Gottsick, a good comedian friend of mine, he wrote a screenplay for me and him, and we even shot a little sizzle, and it was called Cuthers, and it was about two dudes who are brothers and cousins at the same time. And that's possible to do in nature. So you could have these two dudes who are brothers and cousins at the same time. They share the same mother. So they came from the same female, but the different dads happen to be brothers. That physically makes you bruzins or cuthers. And so we wrote a whole screenplay about that, and I feel like this would be good for that. That could be one of the dads, and we're the bruzins or cuthers. Yeah.
Only because you've asked me to pull up a lot of things tonight, and I've responded to each of them. I want to note and let you know. I did bring up the Meme Me title for us to play, and I know we're in the middle of the segment, but can I at least play that just so I can get my perfect record of doing everything you asked for tonight? So
thank you, the Alan Jackson. This is a segment on the show known as
Meme, won't you make a meme out of me? I'll caption this.
I want to say something. That's not AI. That was me. That was actually my voice, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We recorded that. I thought when you stopped me, I thought you were going to say, John, I need to see this sizzle reel of cuthers or bruzins.
I do want to see the sizzle reel of Breslins.
It might be out there.
Is it Breslins? What did you call it? What's it called again?
Bruzins?
Bruzins.
Or cuthers.
Or cuthers.
If you were to type in John Reep, John Gottsick,
all right, hold on.
That's spelled G-O-T, sick, Gottsick.
Gottsick.
Yeah, and then type in cuthers. However you think it should be spelled, and see what pops up. I don't know. It says John Gothic. Yeah, that's weird. No, it may have been on my YouTube page at one point. I may have made it. Anyway.
Yeah, that one's not come up with anything.
Let me see what we got there. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
We'll bring it up later.
One of these days I'll show it to you guys. So anyway, this is caption this. Here we go. We've got Travis Brown. He says, a Maury Show family reunion of a dad and his two lost boys. I can see that. We all look very happy though.
Yeah.
Jeff Horton. Weird Science remake. Two middle-aged men try to recreate their favorite action star, Chuck Norris.
Oh, yes.
But instead, it's Gary Busey. I love that. Because you remember Weird Science?
I love Weird Science. My favorite movie of all time.
At the very end of Weird Science, when they try to recreate her.
Oh, yeah.
They screwed up and the missile came. Oh, yeah. Remember, because the two cords fell on the nuclear missile in a magazine and it shot up through the middle of the house. So it was an accident. That's what I'm saying is like maybe we screw this up.
So did you ever wire up with some batteries to some Barbie dolls and try to make one?
Where'd you hear that? No, but I mean, yeah, if you watch that movie, you think, oh God.
I was trying to figure it out. I was doing.
Kelly LeBron.
If I'd have had YouTube or something back then, I'd have figured it out.
Weird Science is one of my favorite movies ever made. A young Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's like one of the buttholes.
Bill Paxton was in it
Bill
too.
Paxton. One of my favorite quotes from any movie. He says, "How would you like a nice greasy pork sandwich served on a dirty ashtray?" And then he fakes puke. He goes, tries to make him puke. Me and Andrew Kean memorized that movie. You gonna say something, Alan, about that movie?
No.
Okay. Stephen King, the remake of Three Amigos is going to be awesome. There you go. Nicholas Replugal?
Oh, Ricola. That's the guy that plays that thing off. Ricola.
Oh, Nicholas, I'm sorry. I didn't.
He owns Ricola.
My apologies.
The Swedish throat lozenge.
He said it's not often folks get to take a picture with the winning horse.
I was going to say that.
I love Gary Busey.
So I think he could do a remake of Mr. Ed. Am I
Right.
wrong?
Maybe he is the horse.
Mr. Ed reincarnated.
Yeah. Oh, right. Like Mr. Ed the horse dies.
Yeah.
Comes back inside of Gary Busey.
Yeah.
But it doesn't speak. He just goes, Wiener! So the whole thing flips. Yeah. I love it. Keith Kunkle, he says, Are y'all talking about buttered sausage? Where it comes from? Good one, Keith. David Bryan, I know this guy. Of course, meme stands for make every moment expressive. And that was told to me by a blind homeless monk outside of Bogota. That is a very Gary Busey. Busey got his own book of Buseyisms. You know this? Oh, yeah. Buseyisms, where he takes words and breaks it down, and he makes any word an acronym.
Yeah.
Like meme stands for make every moment expressive. Like he's got tons of them. So anyway, that was Mimi, or caption this. Guys, we've got a long show. Real quick, I want to say happy National Handwriting Day. Isaiah, the reason why you have a pen and paper in front of you is I want you to write anything except for your name in cursive.
Oh, crap.
These kids can't do it today.
And here we have. We failed the American youth.
Can I give
It's
you
our
the
fault.
pen back? Because that ain't happening.
Do you know any? Can you sign your name in
I
cursive?
can sign my name in cursive, but that's it.
So let's see here. How many letters is that? I-S-I-A-H. You got the P, the A, the N, E, and the L. That's you only know
But
9
some
letters.
of them are repeats. 2 N's, 2 L's.
Yeah. Right. So
That kid learned how to 7 letters is all he ever learned.
I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna write something about Isaiah in cursive and see if he knows what it says.
Ooh, that's good.
What does it say?
That's my name in cursive. That's all the cursive I know.
Is it real cursive?
Right there. Put it in front of that camera.
Huh,
Put it
this
in front
one?
of the red camera. Yep.
Well, I can't say that. What if he gets it right? What should I write in cursive? What note should I write in cursive to Isaiah? Hang on, I got it. All right. Okay. Oh, this pen's running out. Let's try this one. All right. I'm going to write the note. I'm going to use cursive and see if he can figure that out. Can you read this? Can you read my handwriting? Don't read that loud.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and hand that to Isaiah. Isaiah, I want to see if you can read what I wrote you in cursive. See if you can decode this. And it doesn't say, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
Really?
Can you read it? What does it say?
Are you on the spectrum?
So you do know cursive.
I'm on DirecTV, by the way.
That's what it does, not Spectrum.
Yeah.
It's DSL's DirecTV. I got you. Happy International Handwriting Day. Now, I have seen your handwriting.
It's bad.
I know. Now, you write anything, because we play fantasy football, we're in the same league. And I don't know if it's because he has been drinking all day,
No, it hurts.
or if that's actually how he writes. But it's crazy. Yeah. Also, it's National Pie Day. Isaiah, what's your favorite pie?
Peanut butter pie.
Oh, really? I bet I'm sure that's just like that's more like candy to me. When I think of pie, I think of something with a fruit or a nut. Like I like pecan pie, like apple pie. You went straight up peanut butter. That's like candy.
So my two favorites.
Oh my God. See if you can read that. See if you can read that. And then when you're done, hold it up to the camera and let Alan zoom in on that.
So when we do fantasy, I always fill all my
what does
names.
it say? Yeah.
My something is.
Yeah.
This looks like chicken scratch.
Hold it up to the camera and just hold it still. Let Alan zoom in on
Other
that.
one. Other camera, Isaiah.
Oh, the red one?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Can you guys see it? Do you have any idea what that says?
Yeah, try to. Raise it up just a little bit, Isaiah.
Like that?
Down a little bit.
What did you actually write?
Right there.
Already.
Whisper in my ear what you wrote.
I hope as you and your family succeed.
I didn't even hear what you said.
My hope is that you and your family succeed.
Is that what you
Sean,
actually wrote?
is the second word a word we can even say on
Yeah,
live?
this all.
All right, go ahead and reveal.
I think it says. I
think it says.
My hope is that you and your family succeed.
Okay.
Oh, hope.
Hope.
Okay.
I didn't think that was hope.
We were curious about that second word.
Wow.
I was too.
Dang.
Well, I'm in the Illuminati, so we have to keep our things secretive.
Yes, very, very coded.
Especially if that's really a code word for the NFL.
Well, guess what happened? Don't read ahead. I want to see if you can guess this. Okay. On this day in history, January the 23rd, which is today, in 1957. Okay, machines at the Whammo Toy Company rolled out the very first batch of their aerodynamic plastic discs, now known to millions of fans all over the world as
Frisbee.
Bingo!
Hula.
Frisbee. You got it right. All right, let me go ahead and wind this puppy down. I had a good time in here. If you got any comments you want me to read, I'll try and get to it. No, actually, I did it. I did it already. You're welcome. Let's plug some tour dates. February 3rd, Cartersville, Georgia at the Grand Theater. February 9 and 10, Kansas City at the Funny Bone and/or Improv. I'm not sure what they call it anymore, but it's just one and only. Go see me in Kansas City. February 15, 16, 17, Uncasville, Connecticut. A place called Comics Roadhouse at the Mohegan Sun. Big casino gig right there. And then February 22, 23, 24, Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Looney Bin. So come see your boy on the road. Please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeart, Google, Stitcher, Podbean. If you want to help us out, join our support page. Go to CarolinaReaper.com, click support and sign up. If you got no money and you want to help us, go to Apple Podcast and write us a new review. We haven't had a new review in a long time, right?
Correct.
Were you about to say something?
No.
Okay. So do that. We'll have Isaiah read it on the show. And any corrections or concerns or comments I need to address right now before we wrap her up? Isaiah, did you have a good time?
I did. And I just want to let everybody know that you can buy Buseyisms on eBay for $21.
Yeah, Buseyisms. That's right. Anybody in the booth? Anything we need to say?
No, man. I think we're all
Okay.
good here. All good.
Well, that is it for this week. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sharing is caring. Now's the perfect time to hit that share button. Don't just wad us up and throw us away into the waste basket. Make us up a little folder airplane there and throw us to somebody else. And we'll see you back here next week. Till then, I'm John Reep saying, bicycle.